Sports entry out of Marshalltown, Iowa. Aaron Moran, good run so far tonight. The 1XM, he's out of Richmond, Missouri.
Row 4's Brian Shirley out of Chatham, Illinois in the 3S. And the 20RT of Ricky Thornton Jr., new track record holder out of Chandler, Arizona.
Row 5 will be Hunt the Front. Joseph Joyner, he's out of Milton, Florida. The JCM Motorsports entry. And Tyler Erb, the best performance 1. He's out of New Waverly, Texas.
Inside of row 6, it's Devin Moran out of Dresden, Ohio in the 99. And the 76 of Brandon Overton from Evans, Georgia.
Row 7 looks this way. On the inside will be Chris Simpson in the 32 car. He's out of Oxford, Iowa. And Bobby Pierce, the defending winner of this race in 32. He's out of Oakwood, Illinois.
Row number 8 is going to be Hudson O'Neill.
Georgia's Jonathan Davenport.
Row 10, the 79 of Donald McIntosh out of Dawsonville, Georgia. And the 6J of Jake Neal out of Omaha, Nebraska.
Row 11, Ben, will be the B main winners. It'll be Chad Simpson. He's in the 25. The Jay Johnson car out of Mount Vernon, Iowa. And Dan Ebert makes his first start at Knoxville. He's out of Lakeshore, Minnesota.
And final 2 starters tonight. 24 starters, 24 race their way in. No provisionals. It'll be Carson Ferguson out of Lincoln, North Carolina in the 93. And the 6 of Clay Harris out of Jupiter, Florida. 25 laps, James, and they are turning the lights out, and next time out of 4, we're going to go 25 laps, 10,000 to win. I will be making the voyage down to Victory Lane to talk to the top 3 when this one's over, and hopefully.
Who are you going to be talking to in Victory Lane?
Well, whoever I'm going to be talking to, I'm going to be breathing hard because I'm going to be out of breath. I really think this one, you know what, taking a look at it, Garrett Alberson from the outside front row. Who have you got?
I'm going to go with Aaron Moran. I'm just going to shock the world.
94th different winner all time with the series. I like where you're at, James.
All right, 25 laps. Ben will interview the top 3 in Lucas Oil Victory Lane at the Nutrient Solution Start Zone under the green flag of Justin Clark. We are underway, night 1 in Knoxville.
Drag race off into turns 1 and 2. Sheppy down low, Alberson right through the middle. Alberson inches ahead out of 2 down the back straightaway. Shepard in second. Man, the top 2 got a really good start, James.
Best of the 2 nights. The top 24 in points will be locked in the Saturday night's finale, paying $75,000 to win a record late model purse here at Knoxville as we battle into 1. Behind them, as you see out of turn number 2, it's Garrett Alberson leading Brandon Shepard into turn number 3.
Tyler Bruning sits in that 3rd spot. Dalton Wilson, welcome back to the tour. Good to have him here in 4th. In position number 5 right now, Brian Shirley, as he is creeping. Get-go, they've just been stretching it out on the field.
Yeah, the top 2, they're 5th and 6th in the points again. No championship points tonight. Also, no 10 bonus points for winning tonight and tomorrow night. But it does count in the all-time win list in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. And Garrett Alberson looking for his 3rd win of the year. And that Roberts Racing 58, a throwback to Herschel Roberts and Ray Gus Jr.
And these guys right now are only turning times about a half second off the track record tonight. This track racetrack is just not slowed down at all. And they've got the cushion up to the middle of the track. They rolled it down between features, just couldn't do much with it. And you got to think, James, if you're Garrett Alberson, you don't want to see lap traffic. But guess what? You see lap traffic with 5 down, 20 to go. And right now, these race cars, obviously clean air matters. I know you hate to hear it. It matters. And then the racetrack is narrow right now. So if you're Alberson, that's going to be some tough decisions here in, say, the next 5 laps if we stay green.
Can Brandon Shepard get Mark Richards his first win here at Knoxville? He has been so close over the past. Josh Richards has led late, never got it done, unfortunately. Ran out of fuel a couple times, right?
Yes.
As Shepard drifts up the track, down the back straightaway. Good to have Josh Richards back behind the wheel. He should be in Pittsburgh in a couple weeks. We'll talk about that later on. Meanwhile, at turn number 4, Garrett Alberson down the main straightaway still leads Brandon Shepard, Tyler Bruning, Dalton Wilson, and Ryan Gustin, your top 5.
And right now, pretty much the whole field's running the same groove. So if you're Alberson, you don't know that you've got about a 15 car length advantage over Brandon Shepard, and that's going to close down as we come around to complete lap 8 of his 25 lap affair. Alberson closes in on Clay Harris, catches him off into turn 1 and 2, and he's got to be patient, but that allows Shepard to close right there in on him. 1 bobble's the difference in winning this race and not, and now Alberson's got his hands full.
As they work on a lap 17 now, Shepard, as they work lap number 9, as they come out of turn number 4, down the main straightaway behind Clay Harris. Good battle there. Garrett Alberson and Brandon Shepard. And we've got a Coleman Farms Racing caution in turn number 3, and it's Brian Shirley.
Yeah, Shirley was racing in 6th, and not sure what put the Chatham, Illinois driver in the fence, but he sits up there. with 9 laps complete, 16 to go. And if you're Garrett Alberson, a Dave Warren Power Sports caution, a Coleman Farms caution never looked so good, as he was going to have to make some decisions in lap traffic, and Shepard was waiting to pounce.
We've got a car in the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit out of this one.
It's going to be Jake Neal.
Jake Neal in the 6 for Alan Laurie Humphrey. I think they asked Brian if he was all right. He held his arm out the window, as you said, Dale Robinson down there. So 8 laps in the books, right? Is that official, 8 laps?
9, I believe.
9 laps. It should be the leader plus 3 in the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. So Shirley's going to go on the hook.
It will be 8. Going back to that, yes, sir.
Okay.
It will be 8 complete. So 17 laps remain. It's Alberson over Shepard, Bruning in 3rd, Dalton Wilson 4th. In 5th, Ryan Gustin. Brian Shirley was 6th. He's going to head off on the hook, it would appear. And then it is Joseph Joyner up to 6th, Tyler Erb 7th, Ricky Thornton Jr. 8th, Aaron Morant in 9th, Devin Moran in 10th. And yeah, like we talked about, just on a really fast racetrack tonight, not a lot of moving and shaking. Jonathan Davenport's moved up more spots than anybody, and he's 18th to 13th right now. The Hoker Trucking Hard Charger up 5 spots.
Nothing little sun or wind will help tomorrow dry it out a little bit more. It misted for most of the early afternoon, and then we've had cloud cover, and the sun really never came back out. And hopefully Brian Shirley, that Bob and Lisa Cullen 3S car, is going to be okay for tomorrow.
And they waited as long as they could today to start working.
Yep.
I mean, they really, the track staff did all the right things. It just, you know, in a tough day, and they've done a great job, and they're getting Shirley off the racetrack, and again, battling the approaching weather with 17 laps to go. And if you're Garrett Alberson, you're both glad, you got to think, that a Coleman Farms caution came out, but you also know restarts here are like all the other big racetracks. Man, it takes one little bobble and it can cost you a lot of spots. So it's going to be imperative for him to have a good restart to maintain that lead, to have a shot in what would be his 3rd Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series win of the year and the 4th of his career.
Get to the Hellraiser Jacks halfway mark. It will become official.
Actually, it'd be I'm sorry. That would be, he's already, you know, Alberson's won 4 races this year now. So, you know, he
won at 34 here in Iowa.
Yep.
And then he won
at Florence.
He won at Florence.
He won over at the. He picked up the win there at the night before the Hillbilly.
And the biggest win is career down at Volusia.
Yep. So he's actually had more wins than I was thinking in terms of Lucas Oil.
Right.
So yes, this year on the Lucas Oil Series, 3 wins this year for him, 6 wins overall, a couple World of Outlaw wins. He won it with us out at Vado, but he's picked up his. It's hard to believe last year was just his first Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series win, and we saw with Thornton, after you get the first couple out of the way, they start coming early and often.
I was right at somebody messaged me, and then Brian Burkhofer was down there in the 20 RT pit.
Yes.
Those that saw him earlier there. So Berkey, 2-time winner of this race. Figured to be up in the sweep, but he's down there. His son Cruz, of course, running IMC late models. He has a win, right? He picked up a win earlier this year.
Chip off the old block, they would say.
Brian, can't tell by the suspension damage on that car, but they'll go to work on that, get it ready for tomorrow night. So Garrett Alberson has led from the start. 8 laps in the books, as we'll do Delaware double file restart. Yeah, nothing like some sun and wind tomorrow will help dry this out as it gets closer, doesn't it? So we get past the halfway mark, 17 to go, 8 in the books.
You know, and overall, we've been really lucky with the tracks and the weather this year compared to what we had last year, where it felt like we'd go months and wouldn't get to race. Well, the Race Car Engineering pace truck pulls the infield down the back straightaway. Garrett Alberson trying to get his 4th series win of the year, 5th of his career. He leads the way. 17 laps remain between him and his first ever win here at Knoxville Raceway.
Nutrient Ag Solutions Restart Zone, and that tribute to Ken Roberts' dad, Herschel Roberts, for many, many years, IMC late model. Then Ray Gus Jr. piloted the red 58. Final time for that then this weekend as they return to blue next weekend at Hobstadt and Brownstown as they dive into 1. How about Tyler Burdick on the outside? Here comes the Golden Beard 16 in on Brandon Shepard.
He got to run that top like a Viking, and he's built like one as right now. It is a Cowboy Up racetrack, and I tell you what, Alberson got the start he wanted as Shepard and Bruning go at it. Meanwhile, back in the pack, things get a little chaotic. We'll stay clean and green.
Somebody
Hold on
threw
to
a body block in on someone. I'm not sure. Was that Davenport? I'm not sure. On turbo. Down the back straightaway. The General Lee may not be happy as they come into turn number 3. I'm not sure, again, what that was about as they come out of 4. It's Alberson leading Shepard. 3rd is Bruning. 4th, Gustin. 5th is Big Perm.
All right, now Shepard trying to reel in your leader, Garrett Alberson. They work down the back straightaway, working lap 11 of this 25-lap affair. Bruning back in 3rd. Gustin sits in 4th. Dalton Wilson sits in the 5th spot. And Alberson content right now, man. He wants to see no lap traffic, and he wants to see everybody stay behind him. And right now, he's been able to do both of those things. They work down the back stretch, approaching the halfway mark, James. And that would be important if for some reason Mother Nature got here before this one's over, if we get to lap 13 or beyond.
Razor Jack's halfway mark coming up. You gonna take the stairs or the elevator?
I would like the drone. I'd like the drone to pick me up on the roof, but I'm going to take the stairs, man.
All right, brother. I got you to turn number 3. Garrett Alberson. Here comes the Hellraiser Jack's halfway mark. If we get the leader +3, it would be official in case Mother Nature intervenes. We'd like to get all 25 in as we stay green into turn 1.
8:19 local time, and down the back straightaway, Alberson leads the way. Shepard's got almost a straightaway back to Tyler Bruning in 3rd, and those two cars pretty even at the front. It would seem, oh my goodness, Bruning hard into the turn 3 wall, and that's going to draw the caution. I looked up, and I don't know what sent him to the wall, but the rear end of that race car was completely off the ground. The 16 had hit that wall so hard, and you got to wonder if maybe, I'm not sure if over the cushion, contact, cut a tire down, I'm not sure what it was, but Tyler Bruning, a ton of contact to the impact sign over in turn number 3. And man, you just don't crash hard here at Knoxville. That's, man, just a hard crash, and we'll wait on an update over in turn number 3. Well, James, we are to the halfway mark, 13 laps down, 12 to go, and man, Tyler Bruning having a heck of a run, and it comes to an end with hard contact with the wall. And we'll wait on updates from series officials as they check on the driver out of Decorah, Iowa. They were really excited for this event. A lot of prep going into this weekend for that driver. And they may be going to a backup car for tomorrow as just hard contact. And you look at the front of the pack, James, and Alberson and Shepard, man, those guys are having a heck of a battle. And Alberson's doing exactly what he needs to do.
And Bruning was running in 3rd, about 2 seconds behind the top 2. Unofficially, Gustin, Wilson, Joyner, Erb, Davenport's up to, will be 7th now, then Thornton, and then Devin Moran, and then O'Neill 10th. So
officials checking on Tyler Bruning over in turn number 3, a single car accident that slowed this race here on lap 14. We did get the 13th lap in the book of this 25 lapper. 12 laps remain, and Garrett Alberson trying to etch his name into the history books here at this famed half-mile oval. 12 laps away, but I tell you what, Brandon Shepard really seems like he turned up the wick after that last restart. So, all right, so right now, just giving officials the time to check on things over in turn 3. So, right, well, since we have an update, we will give you an update. James, tomorrow will be a complete show once again, as all drivers will go through Dirt Draft Hot Laps, All-Star Performance Qualifying, B-Mains, and the feature. And then, of course, we'll lock the driver's best performance. We'll lock drivers into Saturday. Everybody not locked in will be in a B-Main, and Saturday night, record $75,000 to win for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series presented by Flow Racing. All right, so getting word that Tyler Bruning is climbing out of the race car over in turn 3. We're going to take time on that one, let him climb out and take his time. And with that update, let everybody know that the driver is out of the race car in turn 3. We are going to step aside, and we'll come back. 12 laps to go here from Knoxville Raceway in the Lucas Oil Late Model Knoxville Nationals. Welcome back to Knoxville Raceway, the 21st annual Lucas Oil Late Model Knoxville Nationals presented by All Makes Collision. And very thankful that Tyler Bruning was able to climb out of that race car. That was a hard hit, but things going to get checked out. And the important thing is the safety equipment did its job, James, and that's why.
Right.
You know, he walked to the ambulance on his own, and people sometimes get tired of us always talking about safety equipment, but that's why, man. There's only one time that you regret not having what you needed, and glad that everything on that race car did its job.
Yeah, thank goodness several years ago they had a neck restraint, right? Because that's one of those where you get a sudden stop, right?
Yes.
And yeah, a little bit of sprinkles in the air. We understand.
Yeah, you can see the lights.
We're past the Hellraiser Jacks halfway, so we'll see. And Justin Clark says we're going to go green next time around. So we've got 13 in. So we are past the halfway mark. We'll see if we can get 12 more in. If not, it will become official. But Garrett Alberson, they did win it. Ray Gus Jr. won a race here in the red 58 for Roberts Racing.
Oh, wow, deep dig. I like that.
Yeah, there you go. So Garrett Alberson trying to go to victory lane here tonight. Shepard is second. Third now will be Gustin. It'll be Big Perm, Hunt the front, Turbo, Davenport, Thornton, and Devin Moran as they come out of turn 4. Ben, let's see if we can get it all the way to the checkers if we can get a PSG here out of turn 4.
And the lights are out. Green flags back on the speedway through the Nutri-Nag Solutions restart zone. And it's Alberson, your leader, as Shepard and the 19R Augustine go at it back there for that position. Oh, my goodness, as Dalton Wilson almost parked in the middle of 1 and 2, gets his feet back under him. He'll fall back to 5th. In 4th now, Tyler Erb. And Alberson, your leader, as we approach the finale of this one. 14 on the board, 11 to go. And if there's any reason the race had to be stopped now, it would be complete. But we're going to try to get these last 11 laps complete with Shepard in 2nd. And I tell you what, Gustin up to 3rd. That was the restart Alberson needed, James.
Yeah, definitely out of turn number 4. 10 laps to go. Down the main straightaway. The advantage right now is 9/10 of a second for the Las Cruces, New Mexico driver. Brandon Shepard 2nd. Ryan Gustin, Tyler, Dalton Wilson 4th. Thornton is 5th. And we've got Chad Simpson, and we're going to have a Coleman Farms Racing caution, and Chad Simpson is somewhere not off the racetrack, right?
Yeah, it looks like maybe on the back straightaway. Yeah,
turn
there
3.
you go, back straightaway, turn 3. That draws the Coleman Farms caution. 10 laps to go. And man, if you're Garrett Alberson, you could not have got a better restart, and the guys behind you could not have had more of a battle to your favor. He hates to see that Coleman Farms caution come back out, as you see Chad Simpson at 25 getting back up to speed, and we'll see if he ducks into the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit. He will. We'll see if he makes his way down there and gets some repairs or calls it a night. So it's still Alberson over Shepard. Gustin, Tyler Erb sits in the 4th spot. And Turbo started back in 10th. He's moved up 6 spots. Your Hoker Trucking Hard Charger right now. Look at the My Race Pass app. Jonathan Davenport, 18th to 8th. So JD moving up through the field here tonight. Hudson O'Neill has gone from 15th to 7th. He's up 8 spots.
All right, Garrett Alberson, he's led every lap so far here tonight. 15 of them, 10 to go. As Chad Simpson has called it a night. Finishing order very important. Now, again, tomorrow night, they'll start a clean slate. So if they have a better finish tomorrow night, that's what will count towards Saturdays. The top 24 will be locked in points. Alberson, Shepard, Gustin, Erb, Wilson. If Wilson got sideways out of 2, man, that was close. He and Joyner, and that cost Joyner some spots. Joyner right now back to 10th. We'll see if Big Perm can get on the podium. Right now runs the 5th. Nutri-Nag Solutions restart zone for the 58 car. Good restart for Ryan Gustin.
That's right. Gustin's going to take 2nd away from Shepard. Back to the back. Oh, hold on to it. Huddy's going to get hard upside down. Dalton Wilson had got over the berm and gets into Huddy, and Hudson O'Neill hard into the turn 2 catch fence as he gets upside down. Red lights on the speedway. And that was a hard contact for the driver out of Martinsville, Indiana. And man, these restarts, racetrack's so fast right now. And Huddy just was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Just 2 guys going for the same piece of real estate. And update from turn number 2, Hudson O'Neill is okay. Driver's okay over in turn number 2. James, that was a ride, man. Oh, my goodness. I mean, when he biked up, you just knew there was only one way that one could go, and unfortunately for Hudson, it did.
The red out 15 in the books. Man, oh, man, oh, man. He's safely locked into the final 4 because he's got enough of a cushion over, and again, not for championship points now tomorrow night, but he had enough of a cushion for Saturday night. And we will see on the Dave Warren Power Sports caution now that O'Neill is where it is okay. Man, yeah, that was, here we go.
Here's the replay, and it looked like maybe Dalton Wilson pushed in the middle of the corner, Hudson to his outside. You're going to see at the top of your screen on the right, and yeah, you see Dalton, and man, right there, Hudson's right there, and Hudson just collected in a deal that meant nothing he could do anything about. You know, what a helpless feeling. We're going to see a slow motion. Hudson had gone full send into that cushion, and you see that car take off on Dalton. Oh, my goodness, and right there, the one thing is, man, it goes into that fence. It doesn't go cage first, and it doesn't land cage first, but just destroyed race car for the Martinsville, Indiana driver. You see him taking a look, fluid on the racetrack, and Huddy's walking away. Safety workers up there, they're going to check him out in the ambulance after that one, just for safe precautions. Again, you want to be safe than sorry. It's always best to err on that side. And
well, fortunately, we work at a lot of racetracks. Of course, the Lucas Oil, you have our own safety crew as well, you know, with the Purple K extinguishers and everything else. We have the Homatro and all that, just in case we hopefully never use that. But Knoxville, Eldora, you know, this the top of the line. And as a lot of tracks are anymore. And that's the way it should be, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's how it's got to be. And, man, that SSI Motorsports number 71, a lot of damage. You hate that for the whole team, but first and foremost, you're just going to see Hudson walk away from that one. So it's going to take a split second to get that car off the racetrack over in turn 2. Again, we're going to step aside. We've got 10 laps remaining here. 10 laps remaining here at Knoxville Raceway. And man, it went smooth early on, but we've kind of hit some speed bumps late. 10 laps to go for 10,000 to win. We'll be right back here to Knoxville. Back at Knoxville Raceway, and that's what remains of the SSI Motorsports number 71 for Hudson O'Neal after wrong place at the wrong time in 1 and 2, got upside down, got into the wall. They actually, the tire and wheel on the left front, they had to chain that to the frame to be able to get that off the racetrack.
Roll cage and halo
did its job.
Yeah.
Did its job. You know, kudos to Steve Arpin and the guys down there at Longhorn. That's why you don't cut corners. You use the stuff, and these chassis companies have become so cognizant of it. They take so much, they pay so much attention to them, and much respect there. Tough break for Hudson. They'll have to go to a backup car tomorrow night, and man, not the way they want to start the weekend. And he had just really started finding some momentum in this one, and he'll head back to the pits. They've got the melee turned up. We've got cleaned up over in turn number 2. We've got 10 laps remaining. It's Garrett Alberson, your leader, over Brandon Shepard, Ryan Gustin, Tyler Erb, Dalton Wilson. Then it's Ricky Thornton Jr. Hudson was in 7th, so now Jonathan Davenport from 18th up to 7. And they're also letting some of these drivers do a helmet swap. It's so heavy, James, they've gone through tear-offs. So you see some of the teams running out there, swapping out helmets, giving their drivers tear-offs with new helmets with new tear-offs on them so that they can finish the last 10 laps. And again, Mother Nature dealt quite the hand, and man, I don't think any of us thought it would get, we'd have any of these situations. But on a fast racetrack, even when it's dry, things can happen. You throw in a pretty gnarly cushion and just a small bobble, and all of a sudden it's a disaster.
I think the last time we saw a helmet change is at Lucas Oil Speedway, maybe a few years ago, for safety purposes. Right thing to do. All right, 10 laps to go, still in this race. Garrett Alberson has led from the drop of the green. As you see the crew of the 1 car. And so right now, Shepard, Gustin got a good restart to Danny White. Looks good there running, doesn't he? Got the sprinters.
Yeah, he almost...
It's tacky. Dad probably ripped off his tennis shoes, maybe.
He almost went for Mr. Toad's wild ride there. Yeah,
but that was a good restart for Gustin. Gustin right in there, and then the wreck happened. So Gustin will be 3rd. So Shepard is going to... Let's see if we... Well, Hudson O'Neal saw him walk to the ambulance, and there he's back to the pit area explaining what happened. So they'll go to work, Jason Durham and the crew, on a backup car for tomorrow. Wow.
I mean...
But there's Steve Arpin right there.
Yep. So, man, tough break. You hate that. Yep. These guys all work so hard, and, stuff's not cheap. But
no, it's very expensive.
But very thankful to see Hudson walk away from that one, and, the team will go to work.
Ryan
Jason Durham and the team get ready for tomorrow.
All Makes Collision Service Center. Shout out to them. Council Bluffs, Iowa, serving all of Iowa and eastern Nebraska as well. All Makes Collision. Check them out in Council Bluffs, Iowa, right there at the border with Omaha. Yeah. Well, the halo hoop, it's not. And you got Arpin down there, and these Mark Richards, every chassis builder, that's, you got the seats and everything else, had a neck restraint, the helmet, the gloves, everything, just
Well, James, we're going to ride with a single file restart, 10 laps to go. And it's up to Garrett Alberson to get back on the loud pedal. We'll talk to the top 3 on the Big River Steel podium when this one is over. Green lights are back out. Can Alberson get his 4th win of the year with the series, 5th of his career? Brandon Shepard's trying to get there, but he's having to deal with Ryan Gustin. And man, Shepard just does not get a good restart as Alberson does.
Here comes Tyler Erb down the back straightaway. Tyler Erb will pull even with Gustin into turn number 3, and he'll throw it in there. And how about that? 4th to 2nd on the restart for Tyler Erb.
Yeah, and Tyler Erb has had a good run. He started back in 10th. Man, he needs a caution as Shepard gets over the pit. Shepard may have a tire down. Shepard may have a flat tire on the number 1 car, slowing out of 2 down the back straightaway. And the Coleman Farms caution is back out. Coleman Farms caution on the speedway, and you got to wonder if Brandon Shepard, a tire going down on that restart, perhaps.
You don't want a tire going down, going 100 some mile an hour, do you? Going in the corner, and we'll see as he's going to go to the Heartbeat Hot Sauce hot pit as he's trying to figure out that
I don't know if all 4 are up though, James. It's
looks like
maybe something in suspension. Not sure. He's going to head down there to the attention of Danny White and the crew, they're going to go to work on that race car unless he felt something starting to go down on that race car. They're looking under the right front right now.
Apparently is going down. You see Canute down there, and gives the official. Now, if it's not going down, they can't change it, but you saw Canute right there, tech director, so the tire is going down, so he'll be able to change it. It'll be joined in the back. But what a restart for Tyler Ben Shelton. Oh, my.
Yeah, I mean, he went fourth to second. He started back in 10th. And Tyler Erb probably liked to see that Coleman Farms caution more than anybody because he is on the move right now. Jonathan Davenport, your Hooker Trucking Hard Charger, 18th to 7th. Dan Ebert, 22nd to 13th, up 9th. Tyler Erb, 3rd, though, on the Hard Charger list, 10th to 2nd. Yeah. Yes.
And that was, what, 2 years was it when he won both preliminary nights, right?
Yeah, he won the first 2, and he's in contention the second. Mechanical issue got him, but yeah, he was on top of the Big River Steel podium the first 2 nights. I want to say 3-4 years ago, maybe. Might have been right before.
I know a website.
Maybe. No, there it is, right there, 21.
21.
He won Thursday and Friday.
Yep.
Well, Brandon Shepard makes his way back out of the Heartbeat Hot Sauce hot pit, and man, it seemed like we were going to run this 25-lapper in about 5 minutes earlier, and now we're 31 minutes and change into it, and we've still got 9 laps to go. Somehow the rain around us keeps splitting us and going around us, trying to get these last 9 laps in as the field is paced behind the race car engineering pace truck.
Another thing, you know how quickly we burn fuel here, of course. It's only 25 pounds tonight because it's a 25-lapper, right? So instead of weighing 2350, 2325 will be your minimum at the UN08 scales.
And did some of these guys not put enough fuel in? Did they plan on a 25-lapper going this long? That's another situation. I can't see anybody skimping too much tonight. Also, knowing as fast as the racetrack is, they're going to burn fuel wholesale.
We know one who always tried to pull it close, didn't we?
We did.
It's that guy here in Knoxville, especially, right? Scott, we miss him all over all over wherever we go to.
He did a lot of testing on nights that he ran out of fuel. He was testing on those nights. What a guy, man. There'll never be another one like him.
They broke the mold. Garrett Alberson, it was so good to see the family a few weeks ago. Ariel. Got the Scott Bloomquist, another Scott Bloomquist tribute race coming up at Smoky Mountain this weekend as they come out of turn number 4. It's Alberson, Erb, Shepard. Single file restart from here on out, 9 to go, Ben.
And Alberson, once again, it doesn't matter who's in second. Garrett's getting a better restart than anybody. We'll see if Tyler Erb can make up the difference. He gets about 10 car lengths down the back straightaway, working lap 17 off turn 4. Garrett Alberson has led throughout this one from the outside front row, and he'll lead another one, this time at the line. Tyler Erb 1 second back. We'll see if Turbo can do anything with your leader.
It gets to run out of turn number 2. Good run for Garrett Alberson down the back straightaway. Garrett Alberson out of turn 4. You see Bobby Pierce back there battling with Carson Ferguson, but it is all Garrett Alberson. Carson Ferguson swings it out of turn 4. It's been a good race if we could have kept it green all the way, and hopefully we will now with 7 to go. But right now, Garrett Alberson been stretched out. It was 1.7, right? The last
1.1.
1.1. Let's see this time around.
This time it's about a little less than a second, but that's the thing. There's only 6 laps to go. Tyler Erb trying to get to Garrett Alberson, and we got one slowing out of 2 down the back straightaway, and that is Ryan Gustin, a puff of smoke out of the 19. My goodness,
running
what a
in
tough
third
night.
place on the last completed lap. 6 to go, Ben.
6 laps to go, and Ryan Gustin, he had a little smoke in the heat race earlier tonight, but I suspect, at least I thought at the time, that was a tire rub, and a bit of smoke out of the 19R. He's still under power, making his way down to the Heartbeat Hot Sauce hot pit, and we'll see if he comes to the attention of Noah Bushman and the crew, or if he elects to call it a night and try it again tomorrow. And his fun meter is pegged out, and he will call it a night. He goes straight to the trailer in the 19R.
Waved off the tire change right there. All right, so we've got 6 to go. It'll be Alberson, Erb, Wilson, right? It'll be 3rd, then Thornton, and then Davenport's 5th after starting in 18th. Yeah. Had some attrition here, so it'll be a single file restart.
Man, Alberson has been really good on these restarts tonight.
Looks like a night at East Bay, right?
I was just about to say the side of these race cars. It looks like a night at East Bay.
That black dirt is.
Get the soap in the water. It's wash day every day when you come to Knoxville, just like it was at East Bay. Well, Tyler Erb would not mind worst day tomorrow if he could get a win here tonight at Knoxville. But Garrett Alberson, they got to find something for the 58 on the restarts because he is just driving away from him.
They're keeping you up here I'm keeping you up here for a little bit longer here.
They are. The hike will begin soon, though, the voyage. And I tell you what, that's one of the better starts, and Alberson's still going to pull away from him as Tyler Erb sits in second through turns 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. James, they'll race back to 5 to go. Oh, my goodness.
To go.
Oh, we got another one upside down. As over the cushion, and I'm not positive. I'm going to wait and see if I get an update on who. I think I know. And it was Carson Ferguson. Got over that cushion, race car bicycled, and straight into the catch fence. And he lands upside down to draw the red flag with 6 laps to go. And I looked up, and that car kind of like a wingless sprint. It bicycled on each side, and then it took off straight to the wall. He hit the wall, flipped up, upside down, lands on his roof. And safety officials are checking on the North Carolina driver, the Paylor Motorsports 93, up in turn number 2 after a tough ride. And turn 2 has been relentless over the past 10 laps of this race. James, this cushion just so tough, and if you get over it all, that one there, and I don't know. I looked up, he may have had contact with somebody, but it looked like he just got over there and got over that cushion, and it pulled him into it, and he tried to turn away from it, and the car just biked and took off on him. So red flag on the speedway with 6 laps remaining. All right, so they're going to work on getting the 93 car of Carson Ferguson turned back over. Garrett Alberson has led the first 19 of this one from the outside front row. Tyler Erb has rallied from 10th to 2nd, but just like everybody else, they get to 2nd. They just don't have anything for your leader, Garrett Alberson, and we're under red flag. Again, with 6 laps as they check on Carson Ferguson upside down over in turn number 2. James, it's just been one of those nights, man. It just again, it seems like once we got to the halfway mark, that's when the chaos started in this one. So waiting on updates out of turn number 2. As soon as we have that, we will let you know. And again, 6 laps left. We'll talk to your top 3 at the end of this one. Tomorrow, another complete show Saturday. 75-lap finale will round out the weekend from here at Knoxville Raceway. As the field sits over in turns 3 and 4, and officials checking again as they work to get the 93 car turned back over. And it's tough for everybody when that car lands upside down like that. All right, so getting word again, going to take some time over there in turn number 2, but understand Carson is out of the race car, race fans. So Carson Ferguson out of the race car in turn 2. A little ginger getting out of that race car, so he's going to take his time. And as he makes his way to get checked out by the track paramedics, unfortunately, we're going to step aside again. We come back 6 laps to go, but Carson Ferguson is out of the race car, and EMTs are going to check on him, and we'll let you know more of an update when we can. We'll be back to Knoxville Raceway in a few minutes.
Welcome back to Knoxville again. Carson Ferguson out of the car and the ambulance checking him out. And so 19 laps have been completed as the rain starts to fall here at Knoxville. So it will be a complete race as we will send the top 5 to the UNO8 scales, I believe, to make it official. And Ben is on his way down to the track. So unofficially right now, your top 3, Garrett Alberson. Again, they got to go to the scales, check weight and droop. Tyler Erb second. Dalton Wilson third, as you see the rain there. And it's been knocking on our door all evening for the last hour or so. And this one will be official. So the cars will make their way back to the pit area. So unofficially, it'll be Alberson, Erb, Wilson, Thornton, Davenport, Morant, Joyner, Moran, McIntosh, and Ebert, the top 10. Again, that is all unofficial. Again, check on My Race Pass or on Dirt later on to make it official. And they got to go to the scales here. And in Lucas Oil Victory Lane down there, Garrett Alberson gets his first ever win here at Knoxville. Tyler Erb started in 10th, and he made a daring move there before that first red flag, and that was up from 4th to 2nd. So again, this is all unofficial, so we do know first and second, Garrett Alberson, Tyler, they will go to the UNO8 scales to make it official for them. And then we'll sort out the rest of this. Again, tomorrow night, same program. And we'll have the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series presented by Flow Racing. We'll have Dirt Draft, Hot Laps, All-Star Performance, Time Trials, Heat Races, B Mains. And then $10,000 to win here tomorrow night. So a good start to the weekend for Garrett Alberson, as he will collect not only $10,000 but some valuable points, as again the top 24 are locked in for Saturday night. And again, as we mentioned earlier, it is the best of the 2 nights. So Garrett Alberson will have that as soon as he crosses the UNO8 scales.
So we'll talk to your Big River Steel podium top 3, Garrett Alberson at the UNO8 scales right now. This would be his 4th win of the year, 5th career Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series win, 7th win overall on the year for that driver, and his first ever win at Knoxville Raceway for the Las Cruces, New Mexico driver as he makes his way to the UNO8 scales. We will talk to your Big River Steel top 3. It's official, Garrett Alberson, your winner here tonight. Garrett Alberson, track records over the past few years, got his first career Lucas Oil win at Port Royal last August. He's added now 4 wins this year with the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, 6th in the series standings. The Ken and Beth Roberts, number 58. Ray Gus Jr. won a race here in this Herschel Roberts throwback to Ken Roberts' father. They debuted this car at the World 100, and tonight in Iowa, it is Garrett Alberson getting his first win at this famed half mile. A tough feature tonight for a lot of competitors, but he grabs a Sunoco checkered flag, climbs out of the race car. Your feature winner, Garrett Alberson. The driver of the 58 from Las Cruces, New Mexico to Louisiana to Iowa to Illinois. And he makes his way to the top of the Big River Steel podium. Garrett, man, it had to feel forever leading out front, but to finally win here at Knoxville, what does this mean to this team?
It's huge, you know, especially for Ken and Beth. They've been coming here for so long, and it's an Iowa deal, and it means a ton to get this red car in victory lane here in Knoxville.
So many drivers had bad luck, and look, over the past few years, you've had your fair share of that bad luck. How nerve-wracking was the restarts? I don't know if you know it. You were hitting it perfect every time, but a place like this, how tough is it when you've got to keep doing that over and over?
Yeah, really tough. First off, I just hope everybody in them wrecks are okay. You know, Tyler and Hud and all those guys, they look like they had some hard hits. I hope everyone's all right. Yeah, weird race. The restarts were really hard to judge. I didn't feel like I could accelerate very good. Like my gearing or something was a little bit weird right there, but and it's so hard to judge if you're doing the right thing with your speed here, because you know, you could be in the right lane, but if you don't do it just right, you can lose so much speed. And I was trying to keep my speed up, but hit the lanes, and yeah, it was tricky.
Standing here on this stage where so many legends have stood, how long do you think it'll take to sink in?
It'll probably take a little bit. You know, this place has always been tricky. I mean, it always will be. It's just the nature of this place, and it's such a special place because of it. Man, I'm super proud of it. Just got to thank Ken and Bev, obviously. They put so much into this team. It's so cool to get some stuff going for them. Big thanks to Vinny. He's with us this weekend, and I was nervous going in here because you just never know, you know, I felt a little bit down on confidence on myself setup-wise and stuff, so it was really good to have Vinny come in here and boost us up here. Zach, Travis, Jason, my wife Dan, everyone's been working hard, put a lot of hours into this thing, and I got to thank Sunoco Race Fuels, Bill Stein Shock, and Sea Valley Transportation, Low Voltage Solution, Mitchell Ranch. I know Scott and Kelly are here. It's really cool. Dickie's Doghouse, Cheap Cars, Fast Shaft, Swift Springs. Yeah, just super proud of everybody. It's a big team effort, and we're really happy with it.
And to bring the Herschel Roberts tribute car to Victory Lane, that's going to be cool as well.
I know. I'm really sad I didn't get to meet Herschel. He sounded like a really cool guy and just a legend for the Midwest region right here, so it means the world.
Garrett Albertson, your feature winner tonight at Knoxville Raceway. We'll catch up with your second and third place finishers on the Big River Steel podium. And we'll bring Tyler Erb up. Tyler, 10th to 2nd. It seemed like you were the only guy that could find a lot of dig out there. What were you able to find that maybe nobody else could?
Just making a lot of laps here. You're not going to pass them on the outside when the cushion's that low unless you're a bad whamma jamma, and I wasn't going to try. So I just, you know, I had a couple restarts that worked out once I finally got past, Joyner there. Like I was kind of biding my time, not trying to hurt myself there, and just had 2 or 3 good restarts, and the one where I got by Perm and Sheppy all in the same lap there, that was pretty good. And you know, just we made 19 at 25, and Garrett did a good job. You know, everything played out. So just come back tomorrow, and you know, I'm sure it's rain, everything's going on, but it was a really good night for us. Just shout out to my car owner Eric Brock, Cody Carl, Caleb Todd. You know, we blew a tire in hot laps and destroyed this thing, and I think we got it fixed close, but just everybody that works really, really hard on this thing, DJ, Kaiser, GW, Gary Winger doesn't get a lot of credit. Everybody at Kaiser Manufacturing, Rocket Chassis, Clements Engines, Best Performance, JR Super Trucker, my man, Anthony's Pizza, Mark Langenfelder, my mom at First Class Septic, Ruster's in the truck, each and every person on the car. Really appreciate all the fans. We will see you tomorrow.
Race fans, Tyler Erb 2nd here tonight, and 3rd on the Big River Steel podium. Dalton Wilson, and Dalton, you come home 3rd tonight, but man, kind of a little bit of a dejected look on your face. Tonight, a tough race, and as you come up here, what's your thoughts?
Well, you know, to run 3rd, it was good. You know, we definitely got to work on the race car a little bit, but with the racetrack that we got tonight, we'll definitely take it.
It was a tough race right now, and those restarts, how tough is it to know where to be on the racetrack?
Well, the biggest thing is trying to stay out of air, and my car wouldn't take off on them starts at all, so I know I was cobbing the whole field up. But like I said, we just made the most of it, and luckily to end up here.
Dalton Wilson comes home in position 3. James, he rounds out the Big River Steel podium.
All right, Ben, great job. We'll see you back here tomorrow night. We'll be joined by Dustin Jarrett. So Garrett Albertson, your winner. Tyler Erb, 2nd. 3rd will go to Dalton Wilson. 4th, Ricky Thornton Jr. 5th, Jonathan Davenport. Then 6th will be Aaron Morant. Then 7th will be Joseph Joyner. 8th, Devin Moran. 9th will be Donald McIntosh. 10th, Dan Ebert. 11th, Brandon Overton. 12th, Chris Simpson. 13th, Bobby Pierce. 14th, Daniel Hilzebeck. 15th, Blair Nodorf. 16th, Brandon Shepard. 17th, Clay Harris. 18th, Carson Ferguson. 19th, Ryan Gustin. 20th, Hudson O'Neill. 21st, Chad Simpson. 22nd, Tyler Bruning. 23rd, Brian Shirley. And 24th, Jake Neal. So that'll do it for tonight. And we thank everybody for tuning in. We'll be back here live tomorrow night, of course, on Flow Racing, the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. Again, thanks to all of our sponsors. All Makes Collision for the weekend as well. And we will be back again tomorrow night. Again, check for social media on the starting times. We start a little bit earlier tonight. And so check tomorrow on Facebook or on X to find out. On behalf of our staff, our producer, Tiffany Swisher, Ben Shelton, I'm James Essex. Congratulations to Garrett Alberson, his first ever win here at Knoxville, Iowa.